She slept with me only once. 5 months later, she gave birth to a son. I was honest and naive, so I married her without hesitation. I was never sure if the child was mine, but I chose to accept it. Then she walked out on me and the boy, dressed up and left in a rush. I followed her down the street and caught her betrayal with my own eyes. I confronted her, but she only mocked me. Rage took over, and I pushed her. Her head hit hard, and she never woke up again. Water dripped from the ceiling onto her face. That moment I realized my son was upstairs in the bath. I ran with all I had, but he was already gone. In an instant, my family was destroyed. I was sentenced to 18 years for taking a life later. During an appendicitis treatment outside prison, I escaped. I took a boy hostage and forced his mother to drive me away. On the road, I learned her name, Kate. She was a divorced single mom. For her child's safety, she didn't call out to the police we passed. The car was full of tension, but back at her house, we looked almost like a family. I checked every corner, while she quietly armed herself. I promised to leave by night, but she stayed alert, ready to resist. My escape was all over the news. Fear grew in her eyes, and in her son's. I didn't want to drag them down, so I staged a kidnapping. I tied Kate to a chair, but I was gentle, careful not to hurt her. Then I went to the kitchen. I chopped, I cooked, like it was second nature. Even with my wound burning, I made a proper dinner. I cooled the food with a breath and fed her bite by bite. For a moment, her gaze softened, as if she saw I wasn't the monster on television. That night I freed her, ready to leave, but patrol cars rolled by outside. I had no choice but to stay. The next morning, I made breakfast again. She walked out with the rope, but I told her she wouldn't need it. If the police came asking, the rope could prove she never helped me. My careful thought finally eased their fear. The weekend trains were canceled, so I stayed longer. To repay them, I fixed the car fuse, mended the broken steps, cleaned the house, and played with the boy. One quiet afternoon, Kate sat beside me, stitching the hem of my pants.